way. Good morning, everybody. Good morning yet again. Thank y'all so much. Thanks for saying something that you couldn't hear me. I'm just moving my mouth like da, 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 da. What I was saying was we've got all this news here, and but the market seems to continue to absorb the news. Hey Tanya. Hey, I'll manage. Yes, Aida. Good morning, Abra. The market just keeps absorbing the news. Like, okay, thanks for telling us. We'll just go in stride. Hey, LL. It's like we were told about the recession, the inflation, interest rates rising, interest rate falling, job markets. I mean, all these different things are happening. And the market just keeps on chugging right along. Like, thanks for telling us, like no big deal. Like no big deal. So we'll see how do we, work, wade through and manage through what has been told to us this morning. The market dropped a good little bit last Friday. Good morning, Asleen. You might need to go out and come back in, Abra, because it should be working now. But I don't know. Some of these things are priced in, though. I feel like I said this last night on my live call yesterday. If you don't come to live at 5 on Sundays, you need to. Okay, go ahead, like and subscribe. Make sure you put the notification bell so you'll know that on Sundays I'm live at 5 every Sunday for the most part. Sometimes it's a little bit later, but for the most part, I'm here on Sundays. I'm also here every morning. But I was saying last night that I think this might be priced in because when I mentioned to my husband yesterday that Biden had stepped out of the race, he said, yeah, they were talking about that last Friday. His letter and everything had already been set up, had already been, so all the scuttlebutt, the rumors were already out. So they might have priced it in already. But we'll see. I mean, basically, what I always tell my folks here is to trade what you see. Trade what you see. Period. Trade what you see. All you can do. Now, I think you need to be mindful about swings, long swings. I'm not saying don't swing. I'm just saying do the long swings. You just got to be mindful about that because a lot can happen. If you're swinging out 4 to 8 weeks, that's 2 months away. So much can happen in 2 months that if you're going to swing trades that long, you need to have, a price target, a strategy, and a plan. All right. You need to have a dome. We ain't just swinging for months based on what somebody told us. You need to be swinging a trade for months based on what you know, maybe somebody told you, said something. And I did a video last week about how do you work, how do you, analyze an alert. But it's on my YouTube channel, by the way. But when you see call outs, which people do that, you see them and you hear them, nobody saying ignore all the things. But if you're going to take a call out or an alert seriously, you should take that information and then go into your own analysis. That with the chart, you should go look at the news or information about it. You should go talk about, does that strategy or whatever they're talking about, do they trade the same way you do? If you're a seller and they're a buyer, then 2 different things are going to be happening. If they're selling and you're buying, if they're buying, it could be either way. And are they looking for just a quick pop until they can just get a little few dollars and get out? Are they swinging it for a percentage? I mean, you need to kind of know whose alert you're looking at. And then you need to assess it for what fits your strategy and your trading style. I'm not saying don't take it. Is if you're going to use a call out, then you need to, mix it up to where it's your trade. Okay. Not their trade, but your trade. Okay. Good morning, Janae. Good morning. Good morning. So now I think that was my tip this morning. That was my little tip this morning. I knew that was going to be the problem. Hold please. This needs to change. Come on, baby. Let's change servers. There we go. Looks like we're here. I was noticing that the thing was looking kind of low up there. We should be on the right one now. Okay. So this is the VIX that we're looking at 16.9. It's down 2%. 0.33. It was up in the 16s yesterday or last night too. Prayerfully, it'll come on down some. But listen, when the VIX is up for us sellers, when the VIX is a little bit higher, our premiums are a little bit higher. So we do like if when the VIX is up, of course, make sure that we've got strategies and we're using all the things that we do to place our trades. But a few more dollars on our trades, we won't turn it away. Okay. How Kamala Harris could govern. Stocks head for gains after Biden backs out of the race. How Biden's exit could unwind the Trump trade. Not sure what that means. NVIDIA is cooking up a China legal version of its new AI chip. Tesla earnings is coming up soon. The state of the AI robots is not as advanced as you might think. That's what's going on. It would be really bad if the market really did a huge move. Yes, we're going on just because Biden backed out. It could be. Maybe they wanted somebody different in the race, so that way we could, I won't go there. I will not talk politics on this thing. I don't have a lot to say about politics anyway, but I won't talk it. Good morning. Dang, I missed the tip. I heard you say that's my tip. I'll hear it later in the recording. Oh, yeah, my tip is just if you're going to take a call out from somebody, that you need to take the call out and do your own assessment and make it your trade, not just make it their trade. Okay. Delta cancels more flights in the struggle to recover from the Microsoft outage. Here's why China was largely unaffected by Friday's IT outage. Kamala Harris needs to win over her doubters and detractors. Yeah, we're going to be listening. Automakers report earnings this week. GM is set to be a standout. Monday analyst calls Apple price target increase. CrowdStrike gets a downgrade. No shock there. Verizon's customizable plan drives more subscribers additions than expected. Democrats rally behind Kamala Harris, raises $50 million after Biden exits the race. Trump faces a tighter race with Kamala Harris set to replace Biden. All right. Well, there's that. In our pre-market, the Dow futures up 88, S&P futures up 37, and NASDAQ futures up 210. So, wow, it's just, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's where we go. Okay. So calendar for this month. I don't think we had anything on the calendar. No worries tomorrow. I'm here for you, sis. Nothing's on the list for Monday. Today is Monday, right? In case you were wondering what day it was, today is Monday. And then tomorrow we've got home sales in the orange folder. Wednesday we got a red PMI. Thursday we've got red GDP, and Friday we've got red PCE. Of course, we'll talk about all of these as the week progresses, right? But today there's no meetings and stuff like that today. Good morning, Ward. None of those are here for today. Earnings though this morning. Take myself off the screen. Looks like we got Verizon this morning before pre-market or in the pre-market. Truist, IQVIA. Let me see who these people are. Dynex, Caspi KZ, Bank of Hawaii, and HBT Financial. Today, that's where that new came from. NUE. I was wondering. Okay, so Cleveland Cliffs is going to be after the market close. NUE or Nucor is on for tonight after post-market. NXP, SAP, Med, Pace, Crown, Cadence, AGNX, Alexandria, and Zions. I think Zions is a bank. Tomorrow morning before the open, we've got Spotify. Okay, that's usually an anticipated one. UPS is tomorrow morning. GE Aerospace, General Motors, Coca-Cola is tomorrow morning. Foreman, somebody, Freeport, McMahon. I think that's McMahon. It's very small. Copper and gold. Oh, that's a copper and gold. Lockheed Martin, Comcast, Polaris, and I can't see what the one is at the bottom. Those are all tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow after market close, you've got Google and Tesla reporting. Keep that in mind. Keep all that in mind. Okay, let's see what Adam has for us this morning. Adam says, great follow through in SPX. Of course, he trades ES. Last week, we saw 3 days of sell bounces. This took us to 54.95 support where I was looking for the bounce. We held to a tick and rallied 40 plus points to 55.21, 55.38 target. Plan today, 55.21 is support. As long as we're above that, then we can go to 55.51, 55.57, and 55.83 next. We're going to dip if we're lower than 55.21. The distance or the difference between the gap between ES and SPX is about 47 points. The gap 47 points. I knew that was going to happen, and it did. I don't know how to fix that. Hold on, y'all. Hold just a little while longer. Hold on. Just a little while longer. Hold on. Just a little while longer. What's the rest of that song? Anybody know? I feel like it said something like a change is going to come. Something like that. Yeah, I see. Edit. Hey, no. Oh, shoot. Okay. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me, machine. Let's see if we got going. I haven't tracked SPX. Has Mancini been right the last couple of days? Look, child, I know you did not just try Mancini like that. You did not try Adam. He need to pop onto my live stream and be like, sis, do not come for me. Because has he been right the last couple months and years? Yes. You think he ain't seen this kind of stuff? I'm gonna say yes. I don't even know Adam like that, but I know he be spot on. Even you said that. How you gonna question the man for a couple days? Anyway, option seller trade ideas. Last week, we had 67% win rate last week, even in the midst of all the volatility and tech getting crushed and semis getting crushed, all the things at a big drop in the middle of the week, all the stuff that we had going on last week, the list still had a 67% win rate. Boom, 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 boom. Claps all around. Still had, y'all can't see me clapping. We still had a 67% win rate. This was my claps all around. Y'all didn't see it. There we go. Still. Yeah. You could be curious without, questioning the man's abilities. So anyway, our credit spreads masterclass is coming up on Saturday. This coming Saturday, July 27th, our credit spreads masterclass, where we're going to talk about all things credit spreads, entering, exiting, defending, finding your trades, finding your strikes, charting a little bit. We're going to have a good little time. It's going to be on this coming Saturday. If you are coming, you need to get registered. Register for the credit spreads masterclass. Now, of course, if you're in my membership, you have access to all the stuff I do. So you get to come to that with no problem. Yeah, Janae ain't new to him, though. That's the thing. Well, I understand, LL. You knew, so you don't have that full confidence. But Janae watched it. Janae has watched Adam enough to know at educatortrade.com. Okay, so if you're a member of if you're one of my members, you get to come. But if not, you got to register and come to the class. If you tell other people about it, I'll give you $20 out of that $97. So that way you can get a few dollars too, especially if you're paying for yourself and you bring a few people along with you. That'll definitely offset the cost of your trade. You can you can come on and get you some of the money off. Well, yes, this is our little graphic. You see her showing it. Give it. I like this little avatar. I think she's cute. I think she's cute, right? Look at her hair, the little gold. Look at that. Anyway, the credit spreads masterclass is coming up on Saturday. Yes. All right. So this is our trades list for this week. This is our trades list. I didn't look at, maybe we'll look at Morgan Stanley and Pfizer today. I didn't look at Pfizer last night, but I thought after I got off, I'd put a note in our membership that Pfizer is with this new COVID strand. Pfizer is maybe on the pop. Maybe it's planning to pop because we've got some stuff. People are looking at it yet again. So we'll look at it this morning. If you got anything else that you want us to look at, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yeah, you see that? Listen, my little avatar creator is creating. Yes, my avatar creator is creating. Okay, so I see here. Hey, Lorenzo, good morning. T and are you trading T for iron? I mean, actually, T usually works for iron condors. The premiums aren't usually there. Everything will be all right. I knew there was something more to that song. Okay, so I'm gonna look at T and MMM, like 3M. I think 3M has earnings this week. I would caution you for trading earnings type things for credit spreads, because credit spreads don't necessarily like all that volatility unless you're real sure of the direction. So I would caution you there. Okay, so let me see. I need to leave where's my thing? Where's my pencil so I can write? Gotta have a place to write stuff down just in case we need to write something down. Yeah, I see what you got there. I see you, Cortez, with DraftKings. We're gonna do Pfizer. I wanted to look at Morgan Stanley. We'll look at that. And you got T and 3M. Okay, there we go. Go. Let's look first at DraftKings. Oh, I already got Pfizer up here, so let me go ahead and start there. Going to the daily chart. Pfizer has this long week. These 2 long weeks. Where we going? This week on the daily from Friday, let you know there want to be some movement. The volume's not supporting it at this point. This long wick shows that there was a lot of selling pressure, and that wick and that volume candle was a lot bigger. But Pfizer is set for, from a trending standpoint, it's definitely trending upwards. And this latest COVID strain is what kind of has people looking at it yet again. Okay, I see 29.71 as our support. At the bottom of this shooter candle support, I would definitely look to see, are we going up a little further, going up a little higher? Yep. I think there can be some move. Let's see where the resistance is. I got 30.5 as resistance, and that was set from back in 11/30. It looks like it was just November that passed, so it's not just this current this 1 week, 1 year ago, November. 30.5 and 30.81 are the resistance there. Let's see what our numbers look like on the put credit spread side. 77 is 29, so 28.29. Let's see if there's any kind of money. Now the market is closed, so we got to see what kind of money. Actually, a 50-cent spread is paying $9. That's not bad. 50-cent spread paying $9, or a 1 spread paying $13. 1 spread paying $13. 28.29 on Pfizer. 28.29 Pfizer. Not doing. Actually, Netflix showed up on my screener for more downwards motion. PFE put credit spread. Netflix showed up on my strat screener for more downwards action. I have moved them to the no trade list for now. So let's look at DraftKings. Somebody also was talking about DraftKings. Let me see real quick what they said. What they said about DraftKings. Let me see if it's here. Sing song of ages to the Lamb, and the angels cry, holy. Okay, I can't find it quickly. Creation's cry, holy, always be. All righty. So DraftKings, are you looking at it from a put credit spread or call credit spread standpoint? Looks like it's been kind of consolidating here a minute. I think I saw somebody talking about DraftKings going on the downwards ride. Still going down some more. Did you people sing? Let me see what I have here. Looking for my time frame continuity. Yeah, on the weekly, it's showing the daily, it's got green, but the day hadn't started yet. Week, month, and quarter are showing red. So this is a 2 candle. It's a two down, even though it's green. So there may be more downwards moving after we came off of, this resistance up here at the top. I don't know if you're looking at it as a call credit spread or something bearish, or you're looking bullish. At this point, I probably would go. Yes, this is Charles Schwab. This is Thinkorswim, actually. This is Thinkorswim, which kind of not with anybody. They're just connected to Charles Schwab. Okay. If I was looking at DraftKings, I'm looking at a call credit spread on DraftKings. If I were looking, I would be looking at a call credit spread. And 79% is 39, so 39.40. 39.40 for this Friday. Turn it to vertical. 39.40. See what kind of money. 39.40 is paying $12. 39.40 is paying $12 in the pre-market. Okay. What was that? DraftKings, DKNG, 39.40 call credit spread. Not investment advice. What is rotate? Okay. Next on our list was T. Let's see what's here. I believe I said AT&T and 3M both have earnings this week, so be careful with that. If you're gonna get in the trade and be out by earnings, then that's cool. If you're gonna ride it through earnings, I'd be careful. So AT&T, you see a lot of consolidation has been happening. Of course, it can pop out of this consolidation because they can and do start to do that. But this was a pretty good resistance at 1923, but it is up here. It did go out a bit, but it didn't close outside. Doesn't mean it won't try again. From the looks like this gap is closed. This doji, though, I would wait to see what happens with this doji candle. Does it go? I mean, it's a 2 down, but it's very lot of indecision. You would need to see, does it continue past this 1923? And if so, maybe you go with the put credit spread, or does it go on down the other direction? Then you go with a call credit spread. I would because it's been green here. I don't know. I still would kind of look. I would look iron condor because T doesn't really have a whole lot of plus minus. It's like plus minus $1 for the week. So let me see when I put it on single. You can honestly look at an iron condor for it because, but again, keeping in mind that you can do an iron condor, but if it's got earnings this week, it could pop out one of those sides. So 82 is the 18 and 83 is 20. So from 18 to 20, which is right around where it is now. So if you did vertical, you get 18, 17, 18. 1718 is paying $5. That's a no-go unless you're going to wait till it gets a little closer to it and then trade it when it gets closer to the resistance or support. So I had 1718 and then 20, 21, another $9. So you could get $14 total off of the whole iron condor. But I'm not sure if it's worth the risk seeing that earnings is right around the corner. Seeing that earnings is right there. You know, T is just not known for great premiums because it's a big dividend stock. A lot of people put their money in T for the dividends. So it doesn't necessarily move one way you sell the consolidated. It doesn't move a whole lot as a result of that. So, I mean, it's pretty good to trade if you just kind of want something that's quiet, you know, just want to trade something quietly with your capital without worrying. It would be a great place because AT&T doesn't do a whole lot of moving and a lot of volatility, which is why the premiums aren't too high because the volatility isn't too high. Okay, let's look at 3M. Okay, it's coming back into, well, not really, it bounced back off of that resistance. We've got some support back here at 103, resistance at 104. There's a few little peaks and valleys off in here for 3M. It's been kind of in a zone too. It does have an upward trend going. So I probably would do a put credit spread, but it definitely is not, it's not a hard trend going up. But I would, you know, their earnings is going to be the 26th, which is Friday. So if you enter this trade today, you could probably be out by Friday. You know, if you get your percentages, don't ride till expiration. Go ahead and be out by then. Decide, yep, I'm going to get what I'm going to get and I'll be on my way. As Shrek says, I'm leaving here with something. Okay, so I think Shrek said that. So maybe somebody else did. 110. Well, I would probably go with 109 on the call credit spread side. Plus minus 6. Yep, plus minus 6 puts us at 109 or 110. And if you subtract 6, we're at what? 90, 97. Yep, 97 is about 82. I probably would go at 98. So 98 and 109. If you were going to do both, which that's a, you know, probably put credit spread. 98 is paying $17. That 17% return, we can go with that. 98 is paying that. And then 109 is paying another $21. So you could pull up about $38 off of it if you want to do the iron condor, but I would want to watch that to make sure it doesn't do its thing. And again, they got earnings on Friday, so you want to be in and out before earnings. If you can go ahead and get in, get what you're going to get, and then, you know, get gone, then cool. Our credit spread's called on the opposite direction that the stock is going. So credit spreads are named differently. So it's not called differently. So let's say if we believe this is going to go continue going up, then what we put here would be we would have because we're going up, this would be a put credit spread, which is a bullish trade. Put credit spreads are bullish. So you would enter this put credit spread with the thought that it's going to continue to go up. All right. And if you're above the price, believing it's going to go down, then a call credit spread is a bearish trade. So sometimes they call them bull spreads and bear spreads. We just call credit spread, put credit. So people get confused with, I think, the put and the call, because if you only know buying, when you mention puts, you automatically think going down. But when you put credit spread behind it, then it becomes a bullish trade. It becomes bullish, and call credit spreads are bearish. They're going down, or the thought is that we're going to go down from there. Okay, that was a good question. Here we go, triple Q. Well, let me get to it where I can see some pre-market. Let me see if I see any pre-market action happening. I need to change that because it doesn't show me. It's supposed to show me, or at least highlight, the pre-market. Price actions, time axis. Where are you? Equities. Highlight. Options. Highlight. Okay. Apply. Okay. There we go. So now we can see, woo, triple Q decided you're not leaving me. We on the run, baby. We on the run. We on the run. Okay. So that's triple Q in the pre-market. Deciding it's climbing. Not even on the rough side of the mountain. It's just climbing. This is SPY. Also making it a move in the pre-market. Now we closed on SPY. SPY closed. I act like it'd be me. I'm not there. SPY closed at 548.99 on Friday, but it's currently in the pre-market at 552. That is not okay. 4-point job, 4 points. It's gonna definitely gap up. Looks like we're gonna have a gap. Preferably a gap and go. I don't want to go too hard though, because I really want to get out of my triple Q. I want to get out of my triple Q iron condor, so I don't want it to go too hard and too fast. You just take your time, baby. Give me enough time to exit my trades. I get no, Abra. There's no problem. You're asking good questions. You're asking good question. Looking at SPY in the pre-market, now I can better understand why Mancini's numbers are the way they are. Yep. Listen, Mancini is, again, I'd like to meet him in person, to be honest. He does a really good job of hitting those levels. His technical analysis is really pretty consistent, right? And he's not one. We followed a few other people who were kind of like jumping back and forth. They had good stuff, but then they would kind of like waffle back and forth. Mancini says, this is what we're doing. And, he's like, this is what we're doing. I don't trade SPX like that regularly, but I trade, of course I'm here with y'all, and I've used SPX. My biggest thing, I love the SPX iron condors that we get from the alerts. What I don't like is the way SPX will gap up from day to day. So it'll gap and run. The premiums are really nice on the iron condor for SPX. Oh, pulling in 250 after you leverage 250, that's good stuff right there. It's just when it's all over and the prices move so fast that when the market opens the next day, you're like, it is going so fast. And you're like, is it going to stop? Is it going to turn back? And the prices start to change really, really quick. So that can be a little scary when the market first opens, because that's when the most volatility is. That's when stuff is moving. All righty. I'm reminding us again that our credit spreads masterclass is going to be this coming Saturday, right? We're going to learn how to use credit spreads to make consistent profits without having to watch your trades all day long. Yes, LL, I totally get that's why you can use the 0 DTE strategy. Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of benefits as well, pros and cons. If both of them, have their pluses. Both of them have their pluses, because on a 0 DTE, you're not necessarily going to do an iron condor on SPX on a 0 DTE and pull in 250 in premiums. But but you got other things you're going to get out of that. You're going to have to worry about it overnight. You don't have to worry about any news happening, all those good things either. So y'all know I like my weekend. I really like my weekend iron condors, because theta helps you decay. But it's like, I'm not trying, like news, like yesterday's news will throw a trade into the tank. So throw it into the tank. Okay, this is where we're going with that. Do we have Arlissa, what are you doing? You know, when you talk to yourself, when you call yourself your whole name. Chart your way to 100K free charting checklist, a free charting cheat sheet. You go ahead and grab one of those at Chart Your Way to 100K there. Go ahead and grab hold to that. I hope you all are still checking out the alerts, the Peakbot alerts. We've been using them. I've been using them. I think I covered all the stock I was going to cover. Been using them. The alerts come with the trend spreads or the stocks with the trends. You know, they give you the put credit spread and call credit spread strikes if it's one way or the other. And you also have the indices, 1 DTE iron condors. And this is what I've been running with the triple QX. I have mine under the automated. I'm in the Peakbot has an automated system for sellers where it will automatically enter the trades of the stocks you select. It will automatically enter them, automatically exit. Basically, no hands, no hands. I'm an active trader, so I can see when to close mine early. But if you didn't want to do that, the system will actually do the work for you on the stocks you pick. All right. So if you're interested in automated trading as a seller, because people are always checking for the buyers, they don't always check for us sellers. But there is an Peakbot. Peakbot is automated trading for sellers. They do credit spreads, pretty much all credit spreads, right? Credit spreads, iron condors. That's pretty much what we do over there. What we do, and I can say we. I'm an influencer, so if you sign up with them, they do send me a few dollars for that. The alerts, not really. I don't, not at all. Not really, not at all. The alerts, if you want to get those for $5 a week, I just am a fan of Peakbot that they're looking out for the sellers. And because I'm a seller coach and selling is my heart, that's how we rock, right? E2T membership is wide open for enrollment always. We have the 8:30 morning calls, which if you're here, you're on those now. We have the weekly training call, which we do on Thursdays, and we have a monthly coaching call we do the first Saturday of the month, and other things pop up. Actually, I'm thinking I may do. We're going to also have, this coming Saturday, we have the Credit Spreads Masterclass, which if you're a part of the membership, you get to come to that for no extra price, right? So going over to there to the Educator to Trader, Educator to Trader. I say it so fast. Educator2trader.com in order to start up with the membership. We have a dedicated Telegram where everybody hangs out together. These are my folks. We were on the call yesterday, Sunday. We just kind of, chopping it up, talking about the things we want to talk about. Just a good community because we need community. And when you're a trader, trading can be so very lonely. We are lonely. We know that trading can be lonely. So we want to make sure that that we got community and people can support one another on this trading journey. If you're new to options and you want to learn a little bit more about what the selling options all about, Options 411 Unlocking the Basics is a little mini course I created. It's $17. You can also find that at educator2trader.com. Right? $17. You can go over there. I need to put the picture back in here for that SPX playbook. For those who really like trading SPX, I do have a product where there's a 0 DTE strategy that you can use on SPX. You can use it on SPX or XSP. I haven't really talked about or mentioned it in a while. I need to mention it so that way people who are interested in trading SPX like that can go ahead and get in on that and grab hold. All hearts and minds clear? I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts growing more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others in Jesus' name. It's at spxplaybook.net. That's not going to populate on Facebook, and I know it. Are you watching on Facebook or are you watching on YouTube? Hopefully you're watching on YouTube, Abra, and if so, you should be able to see that link that pops up. All righty. Listen. I want you all to enter the market today with diamond hands, and or be a slow spirit today. Let's go with a slow spirit. When I say that, I'm saying don't just rush in pushing buttons. A lot is going to happen at the open of the market today. It's Monday, first of all. Mondays by themselves cause a lot of volatility because people have spent the weekend studying, putting up their trades, putting in their orders. All that stuff is done. And then in the midst of all of this, we had the announcement yesterday. Yes, in other words, take your time. All right, don't rush in pushing buttons this morning. Give it a minute, especially if you're trading as a seller. A lot's going to happen in the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I promise you, you're not going to miss nothing. Don't let FOMO get you. Don't let greed get you. If you got trades and they can be turned off, turn them off. If you can go ahead and buy back and get your trades ended, be okay. A lot's going to have to be watching. I think you should watch because watching and learning is, I think, watching is a strategy as well. But I just don't want anybody jumping in too fast because a lot of stuff's going to come in. It's going to rush in at the beginning at the market open. Okay. Everybody watch, learn, take some notes, but give it a beat. Let things settle down a bit. How things are going. Then after they settle down, they start bouncing slower. Yeah, let them settle down before you start pushing your buttons. Okay. All righty. Well, everybody, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Off I go. I've got 2 more weeks of school. We're almost done. We're almost done. All righty, you all. I want you to do at least 3 things today. Number 1, I want you to stay green, which that's why I come here every morning to help you get green and stay green. Number 2, we want to get this money. Let's get some of it, but we want to get it wisely and strategically. And number 3, I want you to have a great green day. All right. I'll see everybody later. See you in the market. Those who are in my community, feel free to reach out. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.